Train now head on over to Train. Head on over to Ancient for our second map of the day. Holly Molly will start things off on the CT side, and Peaker's Advantage. What is the strategy for their pists around? Looks like it's going to be cut this map in half right off the bat, go towards mid, and force Holly Molly to play this one in a disadvantaged position. However, Holly Molly have been hitting. These pistols are doing quite a lot of damage already. Omu melt through Colsey. We do have the rotation coming in from Holly Molly, but they might not even need it. Omu just mowing through everybody. Bomb still in their control. Ureva now in the 1 versus 2. And I feel like Peaker's Advantage thought that they had something really clever going when they went toward the A-bomb site. They thought, we're going to go towards A because no one ever defends A heavily. But 2 inside of A main for Holly Molly will definitely give you another thing coming. P250 for Ureva to try and recover this. 53 seconds. If they get the kills, this is definitely a winnable round. Or if they even get 1 kill, this is a winnable round. And there's the first. That's Omu down, but Emblem, ooh. Crispy trade out of the USP. Holly Molly, take the pistol once again. That is all 3 pistols that we have seen this evening, with Holly Molly in the W column. Safe to say they're looking quite comfortable on those weapons. So with no bomb plant, Peaker's Advantage is going to be stuck on the pistols once again. Oh my gosh, they're going to go towards the A-bomb site once again, but they're going to do it loudly, so Flash ET is going to hear this, and the rotation going to be called in for the rest of Holly Molly. Omu tapping away with the M4, able to get 1, and it's just Peaker's Advantage getting melted right through. Colsey forced to back away. However, they've played a little silly on Holly Molly. Jimmy going to be able to get the bomb down on the B-bomb site, so they've sent 4 towards A, with the bomb towards B. I might give Colsey an opportunity as well. 1 kill with the Glock. But that's just going to attract the attention of these other players for Holly Molly. However, the round already elapsed. All you can really do is poke them a little bit. 2-0 start. Holly Molly looking hot to trot. Weapon's going to be picked up by Peaker's Advantage. This is one thing that always amuses me about the economy is you can go for that AWP 3rd round if you save 2nd. It's rare, but Colsey with 2 kills is able to pick this weapon up. Ooh, the flash though. Oh my goodness. BT just mowing through Peaker's Advantage. Look at the damage done. You got the kill, but Colsey down on 20 HP. You've gotten a kill plus almost a 2nd one with just the damage. And those players being softened up going to make these M4s and MP9s hit all that much harder. Beacon in for Larry Wick. Will be sidelined by Jimmy. Hold on. I have to say that better. Jimmy. Jimmy. There we go. There was a lot of M's in that name. But with the presence on the B-bomb site that Holly Molly are showing, Peaker's Advantage, they elect for the A-bomb site once again. So Flash ET going to be all alone here. It does have the rotation coming in from Emblem. It does look like Holly Molly are going to have a bit of an idea of what's about to happen. Their teammates having cleared out the rest of the map. And in the final 25 seconds, Peaker's Advantage charging on to B. Ooh. Spectre sideline. Flash ET with a double. Still with bullets to spare. Jimmy does get 1 and the 2nd. There's still more players on this A-bomb site in the form of Emblem and Colsey left alone. 20 HP has that off. VT will relieve them of it. 3-0 start for Holly Molly. We may be seeing a little bit of a fast game number 2 already. Holly Molly off to that hot 3-0 start. Pistol conversion and first gun round. And now they're up against just upgraded pistols on the side of Peeker's Advantage. My big question is, will Peeker's Advantage go for the B-bomb site? They got the bomb planted on it before when they faked A. And, I mean, it's the more common bomb site for these Tech 9s. Oh, Sviti about to be caught here. Does not know just how close these Tech 9s are. The first shots come in. The kill comes in as well. Good trade, though. And the rotation is called in for Holly Molly. Larry Wick mows down 2. It's just Spectre left standing, but Larry Wick handles business with a triple kill. Holly Molly continue to stamp their foot down on Peeker's Advantage. Now, if there were a round to come back, this would be the buy round to do it. It'll be interesting to see how Peeker's Advantage plays this, because Ancient is a map where your CT side can be defined by taking early map control, getting those kills. Kind of how Peeker's Advantage were already playing Train. But clearly they just treat every map like it's Ancient and hope it works. Which it did seem to be doing a pretty good job. Just not quite polished up enough. Oh, Molly, Sweet Tea melting. This nade right in their lap lands on the lip. Ureva does manage to locate the kill, and Sweet Tea can't get that spray under control. So, man advantage for Peeker's Advantage. Quickly erased by Omu. AWP coming out strong, looking for more over here on ramp, but again, can't connect the flash. Salsa able to get the advantage, and Jimmy joining into the killing as well. Flash ET now in the 1 versus 3, choosing to back away and leave Peeker's Advantage with their first round, so they do stop the bleeding. But is it soon enough? Oh, Flash ET looking for some exits as well. This could be dangerous. Also not expecting. That's the off dropped and the AK. Wait a minute, there's still half of a bomb to go for, but on 15 HP, Flash ET choosing to just evacuate the AWP. There's a lot of Ps. You ever notice that? HP, AWP. I guess there's 2 Ps.
Terrorists win.
2 Ps in a pod. Well, that is going to be a good recovery for Holly Molly to have the AWP going into this round. They haven't been losing many players round over round, so the M4s are going to be picked up as well. The utility is going to be plentiful. And Peeker's Advantage going to have themselves a rough one. I'm sure they were counting on that AWP to make round number 6 a little bit easier. See, now this is the kind of thing that you want to see from your CT side. Holly Molly getting control of mid early on, making sure that Peeker's Advantage can't use that, so forcing the T side to play to their extremities. Players over by ramp and looking maybe in toward A main, but the mid control quickly conceded. Holly Molly, it's tough to hold on to unless you get the early kills. So Peeker's Advantage now going to have their own opportunity to retake that space that's been cleared out of by Holly Molly. Flash ET just waiting for the players in mid, spots a hint, and flash out, walks away. Ooh. Jimmy, headshot onto Larry Wick. Does look like it's going to be a big push for Holly Molly in mid. They're not expecting Colsey up close, but they'll handle them anyway. 40 seconds remaining, and Peaker's Advantage looking to finish this one up on B, but Jimmy going to be sidelined. Ureva looking for the peek out from Cave. They've actually managed to sell this fairly well to Holly Molly. There's not a whole lot left on this B-bomb site. Flash gonna head over. Bomb should be planted. 20 seconds left on the round. Omu. Ooh, I like this nade. Ureva gonna be dumped by it. Oh my goodness, what a flick as well. 1 versus 3 now for Spectre, trying to defend the bomb against 3 bloodthirsty players on the side of Holly Molly. That's the first pushing on out, but Omu's AWP strikes true once again. And it is going to be 5-1. Holly Molly take back the driver's seat on their CT side. Omu's op really providing the openings for Holly Molly to take these rounds. Oh my goodness. So much utility down mid. Jimmy down to 17 HP off the top of the round. Flash ET will put Salsa. Oh my goodness. It's just Peaker's Advantage getting mowed down. Ureva and Salsa dropped at the tip of the hat. All right. A lot of these kills are coming through the smoke. Emblem trying to wrest control of mid back. Spots the player elbow. Jimmy peeks out. But a good trade out of Flash. Leaves Spectre all alone. Galil in the 1 versus 4. Holly Molly approaching from all directions. Smoke thrown over to block off elbow. And the Flash will finish the job here. Both the nade and the player. 6-1. And Peaker's Advantage looking a little bit silly on what is their last game of the season. Again, this is their own map pick, so they have no one to blame but themselves. You're enjoying getting rid of your channel points? Well, pistols have been known to cause problems in this Tech 9. Spectre gonna run down Flash ET. Can't handle both. Now the M4 of Emblem, the only thing that's going to be peeking into the A-bomb site. Meanwhile, Jimmy flattens Larry Wick over in Red Room. And now, Peaker's Advantage giving themselves a genuine chance at this pistol round that looked a little flimsy from the outset. But what I really would like to see is what Emblem can do here. Salsa caught trying to make their way in through a main. And, well, rifles are going to make quick work of all of you. You do have to be quite careful. Colsey and Donut will set things up for Ureva as well. 2-for-0 trade leaves Emblem all alone. And this was just pistols at this round, remember. Peaker's Advantage taking away a round that I think Holly Molly are going to be kicking themselves for losing. All Emblem can really do is just try to take these weapons away. It's not going to be an easy retake. No kit and no smoke means this basically a 0% chance of happening, especially with the armor on Peaker's Advantage. There's no chance that the single headshot is enough, but the single headshot isn't even something that comes into effect. Ureva turns, and Peaker's Advantage, clean house. 6-2. Now they're giving themselves a real shot. Well, looks like we're going to have a big old A hit for the side of Peeker's Advantage. And luckily for them, Holly Molly have left this mostly open. Omu's AWP is going to appear. Flatlines to Colsey and Ureva. But Jimmy with the trade, doubling up as well, is going to make this round really doable by the Peeker's Advantage side. And the rest of the team scaling on in, continuing to overwhelm these CTs on site with the bomb down, the smoke to block off the refragging. Spectre to make sure Larry Wick feels that one in the morning. And it looks like Peeker's Advantage are going to have another one. 6-3. I mean, a comeback is a comeback. If you get to 6-6, it doesn't matter how you got there. Hey, how's it going, Storm? Oh, another... This is a tech pause. All right, we have a tech pause, which means... Da-da-da-da, I can appear on your screen and say hello. Finally recovering from being sick? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I don't know why we have a tech pause. All 10 players are still on the server, but... And I don't see any, like, ping discrepancies. Everything looks good there. Well, we shall have to see. Hopefully not too long of a pause. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, where are you interviewing? I got time, because, like, pause. Like, man, in the year 2025, life is always a chaotic joke. I'm sure if I come back and watch this VOD later on, I'm going to be like, I wonder why I was talking about that. Now, it looks like the pause time is over, so I will disappear once again, and we'll get back into this one. Ah, nice. Well, I wish you luck on that. But now, I wish Peeker's Advantage some luck, because 6-3 is not a great scoreline to be looking down the barrel of as you finish out your first half. It's interesting, before the money changes, Ancient was one of the maps that tended to go a little bit CT-sided. Now has the opportunity to go even more so. Larry Wick going to be alone on the A-bomb site as Peeker's Advantage start to lead on in. Gets spotted and takes a couple of rifles, but they do manage to clear out Donut. 3 versus 5 now for the side of Holly Molly. They're kind of losing a lot here. Oh my gosh. Flash ET got away with murder. That shot through the smoke. I'm sorry. That shouldn't have happened. And the HP damage that's been done, Flash ET is still able to keep this one going. Deagle out of Omu just rips Salsa a new one, and it's 21 HP for Jimmy to try to clutch this one 1 versus 3, but Omu's Deagle has something else to say. Holly Molly with 7. Peeker's Advantage. I mean, hey, you want to talk about kicking yourselves? I kind of said that already, but this is kind of a ridiculous start. Last money now being used up for Peaker's Advantage. Admittedly, they will have that loss bonus still kicking in, so maybe not the biggest risk, but again, we got the instant smoke to elbow, we got the Molotov to block things off, and Peaker's Advantage forced to get active on the extremities. Smoke over to ramp to keep this one slow. Ureva trying to get active outside. Going to be denied. Colsey now in the lurk on main with Peaker's Advantage leaned over toward B. I'm over here as well, but one lucky star they can count is the fact that Holly Molly, after they take the mid control, they give it right back. So if you don't lose anyone to that initial scrum, and it's a little late to be learning this, but if you don't lose anyone to that initial scrum, you do have the opportunity to re-aggro mid and take control that way. Holly Molly, though, I feel like you could describe this as like a tube of toothpaste, right? When it's full, they have all of the map control, but then they give it back so fast that they kind of bait Peaker's Advantage into these messy plays. Larry Wick with 2 kills of his own. Oh, Flash ET. Colsey not expecting anyone to still be on the A-bomb site, and bomb is down as well. Jim A gets flattened as well. 8-3, and Holly Molly looking hot to trot. Oh, we lost Omu again. So we're likely to have a match medic. I guess I can reappear because once again, we're in a pause. Yeah. Holly Molly, they're always a team that you never can figure. It's so hard to figure out what's going to happen with them. Sometimes, hold on. Sometimes they're absolute gods, and sometimes you wonder why you're here. Looks like we're not going to have the match medic, so, I mean, hey, that's pretty cool. Still in pause time. But, I mean, I'm kind of lost for words trying to analyze what's going on in this game so far, because like every round has been like mid control and then the tide goes back out. Holly Molly doing a great job of going, okay, Peaker's Advantage will go for this. They'll meet here. Maybe there's a kill, maybe there isn't, but the util that's being spent is just, it's forcing Peaker's Advantage to say, okay, we can't take mids, so we get active on the extremities, and we get active on the extremities. And there's more util coming out here. There's somebody watching and anchoring A and just stopping anything from happening there. But it does look like the pause has expired, so we'll get back into this game. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Big fight, tons of utility mid. Peaker's Advantage forced to concede early control. Spam battles actually being won by Holly Molly. Again, Salsa gets caught over by Shelf. Holly Molly give up mid control and push on in for Peaker's Advantage. Donut player just not even left to take contact, but to just toss out a nade and fall back and keep who's ever in mid standing there. Omu just sprays through the smoke. Like, this is honestly brilliant out of Holly Molly. The conditioning out of the CT side is really something else. Beaker's Advantage definitely being conditioned, but they will make it over to the B-bomb site all the same. A double kill as they enter in. The bomb will be able to be planted. Oh, Molly just gets instant extinguished by the smoke that's sitting there. There's not a whole lot of space for Beaker's Advantage to go, so both inside of cave makes a lot of sense. Holly Molly just waiting for the smoke to fade before they can start their retake. Flash, I mean, he's got the op HP, right? He's on 6 HP, got the AWP. That bomb timer, though, looking pretty low. Spectre needs to peek out, though, or that bomb's just going to be defused before he can do anything. I mean, oh, what do you even say to that? Omu on 17-7 for the first half. Holly Molly just having, or Beaker's Advantage just having so much difficulty. If they can win one pistol, maybe there's a chance. CT side pistol on CT side map on your own map pick. It's a pretty do or die pistol for Beaker's Advantage. Looks like it's going to be a B hit by Holly Molly. So the read from Beaker's Advantage looks quite good. Oh, Jimmy spots the shadow, goes on in, gets ripped apart by Emblem double. But good damage being done by Beaker's Advantage. This 4 versus 3, the health is actually pretty equal across the board. The fact that there's one more player on Holly Molly might not even matter when these pistols get rolling. Smoke clears. Oh, Ureva spots the foot. You're gonna aim at the foot? You're a foot person? You're aiming at the foot. Well, they peek out into cave. Emblem, good for the first, but damage is done to Larry Wick. Salsa catches Emblem. That is an important one. That's going to mean that these remaining Holly Molly players are pretty far back. Sviti going for the shots on the diffuser. Can't quite hit. Can't quite connect. And Beaker's Advantage, they are able to get that defuse. That is huge for Beaker's Advantage. When you can't win the gunfights, win it with util. Now, that might be the go button here. That might be the opportunity for Beaker's Advantage to get in that driver's seat and make this comeback their own. No force, but there are upgraded pistols on the side of Holly Molly. Oh, the flashes might just catch Jimmy. Few too many upgraded pistols. Holly Molly able to overrun Salsa. Player in cave, though. Jimmy. Good for one. Looking for more. Ammo, though. Gonna get a little bit dry. An Emblem with the trade. Still a 3 versus 3, but weapon advantage fully on the side of Beaker's Advantage. His coal seat melts right through one. These remaining 2 players in Donut should be called out. So, while Omu does have the M4, is still going for the Deagle. Good old faithful Deagle. Beaker's Advantage, they're giving up the opportunity to trade each other out to try and attack this from multiple angles. So Holly Molly are 2, but they're 2 against 1 and 1 and 1. And so if they're able to get a kill, they get a lot of space for their troubles. However, Tulsi appears from behind, Spectre from the front, and Beaker's Advantage will take a 5th round at the very least. This is going to be it for Holly Molly, though. This is their opportunity to turn things around. Only a 4-round buffer sitting between these 2 teams, so... Again, I just want to... I want to remind chat that these 2 teams, they're playing for nothing but pride. Neither of these teams is going to get into the playoffs. This is just playing for the historical record. that, yes, we played this game, and yes, we won it. Ooh, Molly forces Ureva out of position. Still has Spectre behind them to keep Cave occupied. Reaggresses as soon as the Molly is gone. That's something that we saw from Holly Molly as well, right? They relinquish control, and then they took it right back. The smoke going to continue to allow Holly Molly to stay occupied upper cave. Making sure that Holly Molly are not allowed to push in anywhere. I don't think you can spam that wall. Why were there all those bullet holes? You can't spam that. Oh, Jimmy getting active on Ram. Catches one and Emblem as well. They were not ready for that. That is a 4 versus 2. And Holly Molly, they get destroyed. 3 kills for Spectre. Playing to prove they played for the historical record. No one is going to play us. Yes, I watch Chicago sports. Hey, that's too real. That is way too real. CT side diff? I guess so. Now that's going to send Holly Molly back down to pistols, but as we've seen a few times tonight, pistols can be enough. Oh, Flash allows 2 out from elbow and Flash ET. Man, whenever I say somebody flashes and then there's Flash ET, it gets so confusing in my head. But a double entry for Holly Molly could give them the kick in the butt they need to kickstart this win on their opponent's map pick. Double kill. Okay, they're doing the same thing on T side they did on CT side. They take control, they give it back. They let Peeker's advantage react. I will say this is a power position by Ureva, but Peeker's advantage have left players on each bomb site. So again, with these 3 players remaining, they've left it up to the fact that their players are going to hit their shots and not have to trade each other out. Ureva will handle that over on shelf, and as the push comes in for Holly Molly in mid, more headshots and more deletions. 2 versus 2 as the trade hits, so still an opportunity for Holly Molly to convert this round. Although Spectre ready for the push in through Red Room, double spray down, and we'll continue to bring this one back. My goodness, it really is just CT side. Oh, full buy out of Holly Molly. If they don't stop the bleeding, then I don't know how much more time they're going to have to do so. Getting really rough on the side of Holly Molly. I mean, they had such a great CT side, and to have it be eaten away at. Gotta start weighing heavily on them. Omu, though, starts things off by deleting Ureva inside of Cave. It is going to be information picked up for the side of Holly Molly. Oh, Spectre looking for something. Spectre's had a fantastic time inside of Cave, and this round is no different. Does get sprayed down in return. But a 2 versus 3 now. Not a great set of circumstances for Holly Molly, and Jimmy waiting inside of Cubby runs out of ammo. Flash ET melts through both of them with 12 HP. I'm sorry. That's not supposed to happen. Salsa now in the 1 versus 1. Guys, remember, fire hot. Remember, say it with me. Fire hot. Flash ET able to get the reposition, but unfortunately the HP is nowhere near enough. So as soon as Salsa gets set up, The M4 will be more than enough. Kit and AWP picked up. Peeker's advantage. Now 1 round away. They have won every single round on their CT side. Rampage through. They have stopped every single attempt from Holly Molly. I don't think this round is going to be much different. Well, it took long enough, but we do have a timeout from the side of Holly Molly. Looks like they are going to try to buy up one more time. I mean, they've had the full round loss bonus for a couple of rounds now, so better late than never. But man, I never really expected to be like, yeah, 3 rounds is enough for your T side. Smokes exchanged in mids. Also gonna get out in front of the red room smoke. Holly Molly looking to make this one quite quick. Charging on over to the B-bomb site. Ureva able to get to 1, but gets overwhelmed. Spectre here, not inside of cave this round, and will mow down 3 as a result. So it's going to be up to Larrywick to try and clean this one up, but no space. Holly Molly, they make it fast, and they make it... The Peeker's advantage make quick work out of them. Man, where was this on the first map out of Peeker's advantage? The CT side looks so good. Well, this time a half buy to the side of Holly Molly, and one of those weapons going to be instantly hunted down. Omu tries to pass by cave, but Ureva is there. Colsey now with the AWP watching a main, and that seems to be the idea for Holly Molly. First kill goes to Salsa. Colsey follows up on that AVP, and Holly Molly have been rebuffed. This A main push flatlined. BT trying to get something started on the Galil, but there's just nothing to be done in a 1 versus 5, and Peeker's advantage first to double digits. They finally take the lead. Where's the T side? We have seen 2 bomb plants this entire half. Not only are Holly and Molly not able to get to the... They're not able to finish out the rounds. They're not even able to get to the bomb plants. Peeker's advantage have 100% woken up. Well, I mean, hey, put some respect on Omu's op if you're doing anything at all. But Spectre has been the real standout. Anytime there's a B hit, Spectre is the one to watch out for, and he's been in a few different positions on the B-bomb site as well. He's been this upper cave player, but he's also been the long player. Looks like Peeker's advantage will look to take some ground against Holly Molly. They've conceded lower cave once again, so Spectre gonna take point. Oh my goodness. They might think that Molotov means cave is safe, but the first peek on in gets deleted. There goes a second. Spectre continuing to rampage through Holly Molly. No one available to trade. Those first 2 kills, those were all that was sent in. The Molly able to block off Omu from being able to activate as well. And Peeker's advantage, they've just... Like, Holly Molly have just flatlined on this T side. The only thing going for them at this point is the fact that, yeah, there's a third map still here. Ureva caught in Cubby, but there's still 3 players left standing for Peeker's advantage. The rotation is going to be called in with 10 seconds remaining. It's only Flashy T. Spectre, again, continues to exert so much pressure, so much respect on the CT side. One more timeout. Maybe this will be the one that gives Holly Molly the kick in the butt they need. Normally, I would say that, like, you just need one, but the problem with the CT money is you can throw as many messy T strats at your opponent as you want, but unless you're actually winning, you're not stopping their economy. And we see that demonstrated here right now. Colsey's on plenty of money, can rebuy the AWP. Jimmy is on enough money for 3 more rifles. Spectre is on 7,500. So, yes, Ureva and Salsa are low, but the team economy of Peaker's Advantage is in such a rock-solid position. And of course, we have another tech pause. Because why wouldn't we have another tech pause? I do remember that. There's a reason I didn't cast too much for off-season shenanigans. I liked it. I think that it was a great thing to have for the community, but I think that while RTX was putting on a great event, having some of the heavy hitters, I started playing Minesweeper. That's how long the game was. Yeah. Oy, oy. How would you rate these two teams in general? They're both 4-4 on the season, so neither of them is going to playoffs. So I'm just... I feel like they're both teams that can do damage. And they're both teams that on some seasons I would expect in playoffs. I think it's just really hard to play when instead of, 16 games or so, instead you get 8 best of 3s. Like, the season goes by so fast, and before you know it, it's just over. So as how I would rate these two teams, they're fine. They're all right. They're, advanced teams. Well, I mean, maybe that's the answer, and maybe it's not. Push B fast with pistols, get mowed down. Holly Molly following the tech pause. They get dusted. So, yeah, 10 rounds in a row for Peaker's Advantage. Maybe, maybe not. We might be going to map number 3 without a singular T-side round from Holly Molly. So, this is actually the 9th game for these teams. Some teams have had 8 games. And by games, I mean best of 3s. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna get another fast hit. This time over towards A. Colsey caught out. Does manage to delete Larry Wick. Flashy T, in his dying breath, does manage to find the kill, but the rotation already on the side of Peaker's Advantage. Holly Molly looking desperate, looking dunzo. Peaker's Advantage win 10 maps in a row to close it out 13-9. My word. What in the world was that? What was that?